trying to learn how to. As you suddenly realize you don't have stuff to put on. That way I'm not hearing myself talk like the whole echo. Doesn't do well if you're trying to broadcast. So once again, how's everybody doing? This is Bosch, hey, that Rogers kid, back at you again for another round of playing through Elden Ring. Tirade and I was talking to dead air, so about how my day has been going so far. Hopefully everyone's had a great weekend. We're able to rest, charged, and the Mondays didn't go ashy. So like, anywho, we're gonna get right to the good times in the playthrough. I got all my comms up and ready. You can see what's going on. I can see the third got going on. Let's begin. Those of you who've been playing along at home, we're at the point where I can get to the castle. Hopefully the sound's okay. So when we finished off last Friday, we were stomping around up here in Tyrion Manor. Finally met up with Ronnie, accepted as one of her war counselors. Start to understand more of the intrigue that's going on there. Decided, well, making good progress. Let's go ahead and completely frustrate myself to tears. Go to Caelid. Why not? Before I start making hug. Microwave. Oh no, no, no. Try to stalk around, but I ain't got no gas in it. Out of all my magic potions, I need to be able to fight rather than serve as target practice. Everyone know this particular part of the broadcast I'm trying to do, just trying to get stuff dialed in, and like just friends, family, friends of friends of family, whoever happens to get the link and wants to heckle me, you know, the usual suspect. So there's still a lot I'm trying to get figured out with bandwidth, with bit rates, with streaming lag, with everything. So if something seems a little bit off, give me a heads up. However, I want to be able to keep playing just to make sure I don't completely bore everyone to tears. Special thanks to Mama Rogers, who is keeping an eye out on Instagram for me tonight. Even clear as they possibly can. Trust. Fight a Knight Rider without an appropriate warm-up. You know what? It's been a bad day. broadcast, I can jump around. Was that a pouch? Hope I didn't pouch. But yeah, it was another day of close to no cigar job hunting. However, I realized something of interest. A lot of people were very frustrated with what's happening right now in job markets. I realized around lunchtime today that basically what it's been like. You know, people saw 3 now during COVID, but we're back to business. So I've been used to having to grind this out with recruiters and recruiters recruiting for recruiters, recruiters trying to recruit for recruiters who are in the process of recruiting. Yeah, you just gotta smile and don't get anything on you in the process. Audio engine. Oop. Right. Fully reading messages. Not a good sign. Swinging it air. Alrighty. Normally when you're a low-level character, it takes a bit to try and beat the bad boy, but kind of a walking tank at this point. It's been a bad day. Pick him up. Obocephus. Wasn't too bad. 4 strikes. Stand by. How we sounding now? Detect mic levels. Check 1, 2. Okay. Yeah, I tried to adjust some things with the noise gates and the noise filters. So, if I suddenly go, ah! It doesn't blow everybody's eardrums out. Thank you, Mama Rogers. You're an angel and a saint. Up here, taking the resistance. No. There we go. If you notice, I kind of fiddled around with lighting and coloring. Tried to adjust some of the display resolution. Actually got this discount mic that I got for work last year. Work on almost professional. But I think there's still some stuff I got to mess around with. Yeah, overall, I feel good about learning some new tips and tricks on how this should all work. Thanks. Guys, we got another dragon. First off, normally we can just ride by these water bug looking things, but I have a personal the street sweeping time. First. Still. Nasty. Can you hear me now? Okay, let's see. Flipped a little bit. See how we're sounding now. You know, I don't envy people who have to do broadcasting for a living. I can only imagine, like, it's difficult enough if you're just trying to be on-air talent, or if you're trying to do the engineering, or if you're trying to do the video. Trying to do it all at once it's kind of fun when it works. But, yeah. It's kind of like you're trying to butcher the cow when you're making the soup. You don't have to do one before you do the other, instead of trying to do them both at the same time. I want to play fair. I don't want to play fair. Oh, I've never got a backstab before. Ah! Still one. Crap. Crap. No. I was about to say, if I turn out that gain switch, I might end up frying everybody's audio on the business end of this thing. Got to be loot around here someplace. Ah, there it is. You see how quick he tried to get around me? Yeah, that is not cool whatsoever. Especially if they get the drop on you. Plus, they fire these like weird homing things that are like, they remind me of spider webs. Ooh, no. Like that. you said, they're just like big old walking water bugs. It was a bit more intense than I intended. I better have a good treat at the end of this. Not bad. That's a pretty badass sword if you're mainly a spellcaster. If you have your intelligence, and I think it's your intelligence and your dexterity, that's what you have your most. That's where your skills are boosted up the most. That's a good weapon to have. Unfortunately for me, I am the faithful cheeser. It's all about the faith and the strength. Insert religious parable here, as you see fit. About the time I realized I could debone my situation in life, I remember things could be worse. I could be suffering from terrible flatulence. Oh. What the? Yeah, I wasn't planning all that up there in the ambush. Anyway, the joke I was going to make, about the time I get too disappointed and frustrated with things, I just remember it could be worse. I could be stuck in the courtroom with chronic flatulence. Time for another dragon. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting wagons. I don't know. I'm just winging it tonight. Hey, they're tons of fun. He is like a straight up worst. No. Outrun it. Hit him with the frostbite. Come on. I hate it when he brings out the big stink. No place. Profanity. Profuse, ugly, vulgar profanity. Let's try this again. Shall we? You know what? Let's switch this out for better ordnance. I forgot I can actually start casting like spells now, not just incantations. There's two different types of magic you can use that are basically grouped to spells and incantations, and then you have all the different schools of magic that subdivide all that, but ultimately it's two different things. And I'm finally at the point with where I have the 40 intelligence plus the 70 faith. I can start using better stuff. I can alternate. Which... let's swap this out for... memorize the spells. Let's bring out the Big Daddy Dragon. I'm not in the mood to play fair tonight. I'm in the mood to win through victory through firepower. Yes. And just in case. Come out wherever you are. There you are. You're there. I drop my lunch money somewhere around here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he's not gonna like this. That was so cheesy, it was beautiful. That was fun. Take back my lunch money. Now, let's get up the Cathedral of Dragons. That wasn't cool. I love how there's like all these fancy magics throughout the game, and then you can just straight up throw a boulder at somebody. Don't judge. I need to make some arrows later on. Among other things. And unfortunately, these little cousins to the penguin tend to have the best stuff. I wonder if they made a mod for the game that replaces the hoof beats with that coconut sound from Monty Python's Flying Circus. Holy Grail.
Buying or selling?
Got one of those. That was close. That'll get your blood pumping. Oh, you got it, friends. Great. Let's make it a festival. Come on. I kept trying to get around him, and he kept getting his beak in the way. Stand still so I can kill you, buddy. Come on. Get a grace just over here. Saying I'm in combat, but I don't see with who. Weird.
Oh, a pleasure to see you. A pleasure indeed. I am Gari, a great sage. In my day, anyway. I'd hoped to ask a favor when one of your ilk came along.
Ilk?
A strapping young tarnished, able to cross the scarlet swamp of Aeonia. Don't fret, I'll provide fine recompense. Should you accept, I will teach you the secret of Celia, the town you see there. Ah, then you are willing to lend a hand, are you? I need your help to heal a certain young girl. Her name is Millicent. You will find her beyond Celia, resting at the church atop the cliff, stricken by the rotting sickness. The rotting sickness that afflicts Millicent has no cure. When the Erd tree flourished, even the demigods could not stave off its effects, despite their nigh godhood. But Millicent's suffering can be ameliorated. For this, you are to find a certain needle. Seek the deep scarlet swamp of Aeonia outside Celia's bounds. The needle, made from unalloyed gold, is lost somewhere there. First, you must find the unalloyed gold needle. It's hidden somewhere in the deep skull. Then I will tell the secret.
Go after a big critter, do I want to go through the puzzle of this town? You know what? Let's go to the puzzle of this town. Thanks for joining, Tim. Good to see you, man. Oh, this is actually pretty fun. They're normally not this aggressive in this part of town. Emphasis on normally. Ooh. I don't want to fight fair. Cleared a lot of territory, and I'd hate to die and have to return from that much further back on the map. Keep in mind with what I'm doing for this particular playthrough, this isn't meant to be like a thorough walkthrough or a full playthrough. This is just like the high points of the story, just to kind of keep limber, get the system tuned up, and put some levels on this particular fella here until it is time for... Oh. So when the downloadable content comes out in June 21st, I will be ready to go. With as much at my disposal when I want to go through and respec. For those that aren't familiar with gaming, whenever a game offers the ability to respec, there's usually some type of item you have to get, or it costs you money. It costs something to do this. But where you see where the attribute points are here on the left-hand side, let's say you start to play the game, you're in your 10s, 20s, 30s, and you realize you've completely screwed up your build. You've tried to keep things even, and then you realize there's a really good weapon you want to get, but you've changed it, and basically you didn't know how you were wanting to play, and you set everything up. Respecking lets you go back, and it resets all of your points back to when you first started, and then you can reallocate them as needed. So normally I've been playing with like really heavy intelligence, not heavy intelligence, heavy faith, like up in the 90s. But this time I want to try and start getting more of this fleshed out, especially with like the arcane and dexterity, because that's going to help me with like faster spell casting times and easier to dodge strikes. And plus there's some weapons I just haven't had the dexterity to be able to use. They got all these toys in storage and I just haven't had a chance to mess with them. Now, if you play the game, I have actually turned on multiplayer. And you can jump into my session by using, I believe the game title is Arclight and the password is Ginger. In fact, yep. That's my multiplayer password and group password if you want to posse up with me. This level is an absolute pain. You can all do all this platforming crap. And I'm terrible at Mario Brothers and anything related to Mario Brothers. And this is like special built for that skill set. Ooh. Ah, no. I almost died. Hi-ho, Buttercup. Hi-ho, Buttercup. There we go. This is one of these puzzle towns where you gotta go rappelling up and down structures and lighting torches. And never done it this way before. I usually have to like fall all the way down and restart the path and see if I can. Nope. I was thinking too hard about it and just failed multiple times. Beautiful. That's okay. This is actually an easy way to pop up around to do it. Jump here. Peekaboo, Jagoff. Boop. It's such a versatile multi-purpose curse. Jagoff. Perfect for all occasions. To that one. Ooh, hello. I just heard something go splat. Ah. I heard somebody shoot at me and I pulled it. Mess with the bull, you get the horns. Don't run, you'll just die tired. Nice if I actually hit something when I start swinging like that. Stay hidden. I'm so glad Elden Ring doesn't have rapid fire as a feature. Forgot about those ambush artists. And the thing is, you get into like a really lazy habit with the spellcasters. It's like, they're not that bad. Raya Lucaria, you're trading shots with them. These ones on the other hand. They're Wheaties. They know where to punch you where it hurts. No bueno. Got this one unlocked. I hear it's shiny, I just don't know where it's at. Might be able to put this right, rather than run the whole obstacle course. Last portal we gotta light up. That was not intentional. I was actually going the wrong way and ran into that ambush. Oh, if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be yeah. If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. We're about to have an Indiana Jones moment here. like regular D&D rules. If you have like holy weapons, when you kill the summons, they stay dead. This isn't a holy weapon, so coming back up like a bad taco. What's happening here? Hey. Ah. That's weird. How can you be a fat skeleton? Funny. Hi-ho, torrent. Away! Oh, here we go. Indeed! I make jokes, but I've caught that thing in the face so many times. You know what? I'm not really going to fight fair. Some magic arrows. Be able to show you here in a moment what I mean about the weapons. Showing off. Get him in a straight line. And street sweeping time. Stay down. Stay down. Put on, it's gonna be more fun than what I got. these harvested because these, the sacramental buds, are really useful for battling an advanced type of poison called somebody's in my playthrough and died. They left evidence. Goody. People say video games lead to a lot of violence. I would disagree. It leads to a lot of gathering of resources, picking flowers. Like, what exciting times.
Who's there? Well, it matters not. If you are wise, you will leave immediately. My flesh writhes with scarlet rot. It is a curse, not to be meddled with by man. If you are wise, you will leave immediately. My flesh writhes with scarlet rot.
See what I mean about those land octopi? They just turn up in the weirdest places. But my arm keeps getting tired. Okay, that's it. Dead. Ooh. Ah, ah, ah. Dance. That's going to be a good one for the replay. Come up here. Got that goodie. And then... Voila. not going to go through this dungeon yet. I just wanted to make the point to get this waypoint saved, so that when I am ready to come back through here, it is ready for me. Excuse me. Now we gotta go get that needle that Gowry was telling us about. But first, time for Tic Tacs. It beats 2-pack a day Marlboro Reds. I'll tell you that much. Hey, bud. That Queen Rot Knight was going to see me. I've had fun playing around with spells. I'm going to get back to what I know I'm good at. Bad guys with these boys. We are ready to dance. So. How I pulled that one off, but I pulled that one off. Bringing it back up. fight. Fine then, like that. It's like that. Dun, 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 dun. Got the needle. Jump back over here. We're gonna run like we owe these people money. Knees bounding down, rolling up and rolling. We gonna do it if kids say can't be done. We got a long ways to go and a short time to get there. Chopping it, go Benedict run. However that last verse went.
Oh, you found the unalloyed gold needle.
So
As
did you,
promised, I've detailed the secret of Celia right here. Go on. It's yours. Now let me have a look at the needle. Well, this is a marvel indeed. The work of a true artisan, a meticulous, bold craftsman who grasps the essence of life. Can you give me some time with this? As well made as it is, it won't be much use snapped in half, will it?
Hang on. Someone just asked how to level up. You have to remember, before you can level up, you have to meet Melina at the gate front. So you're starting down here at the Church of Ela. You come up, once you make it up to gate front, when you rest at that point, that's when you meet Melina for the first time. That's when you're going to be able to start converting runes for levels and points. After you meet with her there, then you want to cut back down, go back to the church. Excuse me. Rest until evening, and then you'll meet Rena/Ronnie, the Snow Witch, who will give you Spirit Bell so you can summon the different spirit ashes throughout the game. Hopefully that helps. Now I actually got people I can chat with live. I need to start working on the chat features for this too.
Can you give me as well made
that's right,
as it?
got. I'm gonna let that creep think about it for a bit. What I can give to this guy.
I'm not sated. Feed me more death.
Oh, stand by. Actually, be right back. Sorry about that, everybody. Somebody had a quick question. I'm trying to help them to hopefully get into the game with me. So, okay, we turned that little bit of death root in. Now, let's get ready for the big battle in Caelid. Might have Mike Drago as a guest sooner than later. So let's see. We drop the multiplayer. Actually, no, he's still trying to get leveled up, and this could be a bit much at this stage. You know what? We won't do all of this just yet. That's more funny when you got the buddy system going in your favor. You know what? Let's shift gears. Start working our way up through the Northlands. You know what? That's a fun path. It's fun. This will be fun to spectate. I guarantee it.
They're special grapes which only grow on those who've been clasped by the burnt fingers. Please, could you donate a fingerprint grape to me? Without one, I don't know. I feel like I might go mad. Oh, a fingerprint grape. Tried and true. What a wondrous thing. A fingerprint grape.
It's still an eyeball, though.
How sweet. Yet, how it burns. Thank you. I've composed myself again. May the blessing of the fingers be upon you.
So, we've been feeding her these things called Shabriri grapes. I think it's like after the third one, we finally tell her, hey, these are actually eyeballs. She gets sick, she disappears, and then she reappears in this church up in this part of the map. Ooh, that was almost really, really bad. She reappears up by this church and starts asking for a fingerprint grape, which you have to go up to this Church of Inhibition and fight a guy to get that fingerprint grape. But we've given her the grape, so now we won't see her again until... Well, we won't see her unless we go for the crazy ending, which I'm wondering. I'm not sure if I want to do the Age of Stars ending or if I want to do the crazy ending or not. They're both really cinematic. There's a lot to the storyline and the quest that makes it really enjoyable to spectate, at least for me anyway. But I'll skin that particular rabbit when we get to it. But what I'm going to do, we're going to take the back way up to the Elves Plateau because there's a really cool dragon we get to fight. It's actually pretty challenging, and there's going to be 2 dragons on the path. Gotcha. Be able to do this and do this correctly. There's actually a very handy way to beat knights. Anything that's a humanoid, actually. If you time a block, and you have to have it timed perfectly, you can stun lock them. And basically, that they break their stance, and you get the... I think you hit them with a riposte. But basically, where you've caught them off guard, you can hit them with critical. Oh, you can kiss my backside to death, man. And that's how it's done, baby. Service with the smirk. Normally, I am terrible about the parries. Yeah, I think I got a little more swagger in my step than I normally do. That was awesome. That was pretty cool. You see that, Ma? You see that? It was awesome. Thing about FromSoft games, they will trick you into thinking you got to fight a lot more stuff than you actually do. And it also rewards curiosity. Forgot I had the shield on. Oh. Normally like that normally requires a cover charge. not in any place to be able to mess with that on the fly. So let's go the back way into the high country. That goodie. Shimmy up here. Try not to fall off the ledge. Ah, no! Shed some light on the situation. Little jerks travel in packs. Where's your dumb little buddy? Glad we had that sit-down conversation. You sitting on your backside, me standing over you, shaking my sword in your face. Now. I learned a new trick with my settings over the weekend. Like right now, you're hearing all of the bells and whistles and everything coming in through the feed. Well, apparently, I can now set it up so that as it's recording for the stream, I can actually maintain another recording that has basically stripped down audio. It's just focusing on the game audio and the video from the game. So if I want to go back and make clips, want to fiddle fart around with it a little bit deeper, I can. Bop him. I mean, it's not even fair how far that weapon goes now. Reach out and touch someone the AT&T way. He doesn't see me. This is good. This is adorable. Let's zap. Now, let's get rid of that. Booty traps. It's data. Say. booty traps. You gotta watch out for the booty traps. And no, I'm not gonna do the shuffle. Tell me if you do that in 85, it wasn't fun. Giggling little psychopaths. Ah. Ah, I hate it when I do that. Over making kidding jokes. Getting bullied in the process. That wasn't how that whole joke was supposed to work. Down this hall. I can hear where there it is. Yep. Ooh. Ah, ah, ah. Oh yeah, and by the way, happy mandatory drug testing day. There's a lot of NCOs in various military branches who I do not envy today because I know they've had to look at a lot of bathing suit areas. A lot of bathing suit areas. Anybody had to run on that. Oh, and pro tip, all the pseudo legal stuff like the Delta 8, the Delta 9, you'll fail those. You'll fail that on the exam too. So be cautious, or not. I personally, I know I get mad for tests I prepare for. I hate to lose the judges because my urine's a little too cloudy. What's the matter here, son? You having too much fun on the weekends for us? I don't want to be that guy. I've never noticed this before. That wasn't even fair. He had explosives on his back. I didn't kill him. That was such a Bugs Bunny way to kill a villain. That was great. Oh, I needed that laugh today. Good times. So 4. don't know if you can hear it yet. You have the big ugly bats. And then you have, they're banshees or sirens, but they look like a bat, but they're humanoid and they're tan, and that's what you hear that singing right now. Bob Hannah. Anybody else want to raise my blood pressure? That was not cool. Stupid man bats. Screeching claws. That could have been disastrous. But compensate, pivot. I don't know where they're all coming from. Well, I mean, I know where they're coming from, but normally when they're up on all these different levels, they stay where they're at. And right now, they keep coming down from where they're at down to where I'm at, which is why I keep jumping. Leave it at that. All that for as I clean in a set of golf clubs for a shiny quarter. Just not worth it. That's a creepy thing about those banshees. You hear them long before you see them. Mess around with the trick shot, shall we? Set her on fire. Call it even. Did I mention it's a magic spell? I was not planning on that at all. I was sloppy. Goodies up over here. Now these land squids. There's a big one up here. They're supposed to be squids, but you find them on mountaintops, in caves. They're everywhere. It's weird. Bob. Staggered for the critical. Ingredients. Upgrade material. Sword that heals as you defeat the bad guys. See what I mean about the whole platformer thing? You think you got it, then you fall to your doom. Rest. Let's switch out some weapons. Put all this stuff up. That up, put that up. Ooh. Ooh. That's gonna be good for killing a big old dragon. Oh, I can bring in the whole team. Well, battle on for Boudreaux, battle on for Blank. You can't bring in backup on all fights, but before the big boss fights, if you happen to see where there's like, instead of it being one of these little white indicators, they'll be gold. That means you can summon other players or other heroes or other tarnished to help out. Just as if you see that one of these indicators, but it's red, that's somebody who's looking for a duel. So something to keep in mind if you're ever interested. With that. Main thing is fire. I can't just like fight fire with fire, despite what the song says. You know what? Let's experiment. He just comes thundering up, all business. My man does not F around. Go to sleep. Sleep. Critical. Bye, dragon. My character's at such a high level right now. I need at least 1,000,000 runes for each level. And the best part is, you actually can, the highest level you can get to in the game is I think 714. So I'm not even halfway to top tier. I'm a fan, not a fanatic. Yes, I know level 323 is not normal for a game like this. Shut up and eat your food, mind your business. I don't give you a hard time because you have bad taste in sports teams. I said what I said. I know, I just can't believe that. Certs. Big tax. Which, when did they change the packaging to this? This is so weird. I should get a sponsorship. So to give you some perspective, that whole sequence of events brought us up to here. From here to here. Now we've already gotten to this area. Coming up the Grand Lift. But this takes you up. It's a pretty rough and interesting road. Oh, it's nighttime. Okay. Trying to figure out which way I want to come up through here. Oh, get rid of the gimmick before I get my head handed to me for being cute. That's the worst in this game. When you go through, it's like, oh yeah, I just want to try this goof off. And then you try it, and it works terribly, and they beat you senseless. Yeah. No es bueno. Bruce against the lightning. Surprise! Bob. Stuff I don't need. But again, like this, once you get locked into collection, it's hard to kind of pivot away from it. Let's see. Hear that noise? Incoming! Oh, no. I got red lightning too, buddy. Yeah, you hit him so many times and he just disappears. Or she, I think that's one of the female dragons. listen, if you're interested in this game, like learning as much about the game as you can, there's a creator by the name of Vodvidya who has a great series on all of the Elden Ring lore. Considering that the story was developed by I forget the gentleman's name from Software, and the fanboys are going to murder me for forgetting it. But it was created in conjunction with George R.R. Martin, who we all know he is who he is, and so there's so many layers to how this has been built that, like, even just playing the game, there's a lot of it you don't pick up on. But anyway, Vodvidya is a creator on YouTube, and he has gone in and where you have all these different descriptions on items and spells. He's gone through and interpreted all of that. So this is pretty cool. I think he participated in the project with From Software directly, where they put out an official guide or an official history. I forget what they called it exactly. But it's a beautiful book, and plus it's with a game that's as deep and broad and complex as this thing, it's good to have something like that to help explain. So, usually I'm so wound up from surviving the dragon on the way up through here, I never bothered to come over and take a look at this space. Please. Nope. That was terrible. 851. Let's go kill a boss. Let's go take out Ragnar. Hi, puppies. Oh. Whoops. Forgot about this. Oh no, you can... No, sir, do not want, do not like. Oh, we got all those SOBs. Okay, where's the boss? Kill the body and the head will die. Leave me alone. I've about had enough of y'all. You know, I'm mad when I actually articulate the you all rather than y'all. Okay. A lot more strenuous than I remember it being. Ooh, buddy. Let's see. Run by all these distractions here. Grab loot on the way. Now I need to swap this out for some better weapons. Chests. Put all that stuff up. Down here. Circle sword. All of these ashes already. Yeah, I've played through so many times, I just have, like, too many duplicates of everything. And I still didn't do what I was wanting to try and do in the first place. Some stuff to unload for now. Oh, I remember what's about to happen up here. Yeah. Sugar. else. I don't like to bring that heat. That's good for outdoor combat. I mean, there's always something satisfying just being able to throw a boulder directly into the bad guy's face. Cue that up. Usual standby. Let's go down. That's the Earth tree. Yeah, this is like some seriously unfun combat coming up here. I may not be able to make it to the boss fight, but I think I should be able to at least make it to the volcanic manor. The original plan, if you care, what I should have done was travel to the lift, the Raya, the one girl that I helped earlier to recover her necklace. She escorts you directly to the manor. Do not pass go, do not collect $200, just straight to it. Well, I jumped the gun because I wanted to go through the abductor. I want to go through these two bits here, and now I'm going to have to come up the long way. And I have a bad feeling by the time I'm done with that fight, and I get checked into the manor, I'm going to want to call it a night, because that's just unfun combat. Actually, no. I might be able to do it this way. What? Chicken butt. Wanna know why? Chicken thigh. I'm full of them tonight, aren't I? I think I'm gonna take the express chain to this particular boss. All the way back here, make that run. Frizzle. I want to talk about taking the long way around to do stuff. That was terrible. What was it thinking? No. No, sir. No, sir. We are not signing up for that premiere package today. No, sir. But we are going to have another dragon to tangle with. We've actually killed 2.5 dragons tonight. Well, killed 2, ran another one off. There's a bear that's going to attack me. I just got to remember where he's at. Well, we'll run for safety and work our way back down once we hit the save point. There he is. No, no, no. Do not want. It's not that I want to avoid the fight, I just want to be able to approach from a better angle. Plus, it's getting dark out. And I forget if there's any critters that come out after. Oh, blah, 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 after dark up in this area. Actually, you know what? Oh, there's one of those things. No, thank you. Stun lock it. Ah, let me go. No. Whew. I stun locked him and couldn't get the critical. That wasn't fun. I'm not gonna lie, I pooped a little. First you say it, then you do it. You know what? Find demi-human friend. Down him. Alrighty, that is Mama Rogers calling it a night. My de facto sound engineer. Mom, thanks for tuning in. You have a good night. I love you. Okay, very important tip I was wanting to bring up. This area, the Hermit Village, remember the item there's an item called a prattling pate. Technically in the game you can't speak, but you find items that will let you say specific words or phrases. So... where's it at? These fellas here. So the lore is, since you can't speak, these are special. It's sculptures, clay sculptures, that when you breathe through it, they say things. So.
Thank you.
But the one that we got here is actually very important.
You're beautiful.
You're gonna need that to save the life of one of your NPCs. Who is done long enough to get to this point in the game. Ooh, Burger King helmet. And what did we learn? I don't know why I talk smack to the game the way I do. But it's fun. It's cathartic. Yeah. I'm gonna get fancy here. That's a lot closer than it ever goes. That was not fun or cool. I'm getting tired. I might be calling this session sooner than I originally anticipated. Ooh, that's right. Ooh, I forgot about these wizards. Let's touch base here. This wizard has become so powerful he has transcended reality. Or she, I forget exactly. But it gives you a super ridiculous powerful spell. Comet Azure. Or Azure. However you pronounce it. Like I said, I'm tired of it. But by making contact with that particular critter opens up a whole nother storyline for me to pursue that also involves that town of wizards that we cleared out at the beginning of the session. If I can get over.
「
remember whether or not I cleared this particular hero's tomb or not. So I think what I'm going to do for this session, I'm going to truck down to the Point of Grace. So much I need to take up my level. I'm going to need 40,000 rooms. Break the hero's room. That's covered. That's 30. 3, so. Really? He's being stingy tonight. I'm sorry for making you. I just realized you're probably getting really motion sick watching this scroll by that quick. Okay, maybe this is finally going to be enough. Yeah, when you find those different great runes that are laying around, it's always recommended to hold on to those until like you need to level up or if you need to buy something, so that if you're short, you can just crack one open for the amount that you need, rather than like using them all and then you get into the later game and you realize you just can't pay for stuff. So we're going to I'm gonna bump endurance up. What the heck? Firm. And I think that is going to be calling it an evening. So, I want to thank everybody for taking the time to join me tonight. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm not really looking to do anything too serious with this whole shebang just yet. Still trying to figure a lot of things out, trying to learn about the cameras and the lighting, and thinking about ways that I can use this for like my business consulting practice and information security, and a lot of different ways that I can kind of be my own person rather than dancing to the tune of somebody else's drummer. So I appreciate it. I'm still got a lot of things to work out. There's a lot of really good people who joined tonight, a lot of old friends. I appreciate everybody who takes the time to check me out, even if you don't stick around for the whole session. Trust me, I truly agree. I said I'm getting tired. It's time to call tonight. So we'll be tuning in the same time tomorrow. I may make a point to go back and adjust the schedule for this. I know I've been trying to do like 3 or 4 hour sessions. It's 2.5 hours and I'm spent. So I might make this more like a 7 to 9, just so I can make sure I'm staying fresh with all the other stuff I'm doing in my life. Once again, I am your man, Anonymous Bosch, aka that kid Rogers, aka Ginger, Protector of the Homeless, aka possibly a new handle I might be debuting once I get done with this particular proof of concept alpha phase. Thanks y'all for tuning in. Take care. Be safe.